All right, welcome back to the Keaton and Taylor show with me, Taylor, and we got Keaton on the other side.
Yep.
So this week we don't have an athlete, unfortunately, with how busy we were over the past couple weeks with me and doing my internship in Rome and Keaton with working a couple
Hey,
extra
hey,
hours.
it's all good. We're
But
interesting people, right? We can
yeah,
make this interesting.
we do have some athletes lined up, but unfortunately for this week, we didn't get one. But that's fine. We're going to go over a few sports updates, and we'll call it a day. Maybe touch on some trade deadline thoughts. My deadline thoughts are probably way different than Keaton's. But,
They'll definitely be way different.
but yeah,
They
we'll
won't be close.
touch on it. But first thing I want to talk about today was the All Star game. So we'll go
Yep.
through the ballot for each position. It does AL, NL, and we'll kind of do our thoughts there and just go from there. So we'll start with
All right.
National League. We're probably That's probably our specialty, National League.
Yeah.
Everyone knows both of our favorite teams are the Braves, so no bias there.
No, not at
But
all.
so National League catcher, who do you have being a starter, and who do you have going to the All Star game?
Um, I think I would actually agree with where the ballot stood a couple days ago, with
Yeah,
William Contreras being the number one and Jade's. I don't know about Real Muto being number two now, but
I
I
don't
agree
either.
that
I think looking at that top 10, I think
I would
Sean,
say,
not being biased, this is non-biased here, but I do think Sean Murphy should be higher than Will Smith.
but he's been injured like from a good portion of the season.
Yeah, but he's been hot lately, so that's why I say he should be in there. But not as a starter. Definitely all star. Not as a starter. I do think William Contreras deserves that starting spot. Uh, I am sad that he left us. And
Yeah.
and what
We
that
didn't
was
need him.
what 20
We didn't have any
2020,
room
right?
for him. Yeah, there was just no room. And besides, we upgraded with Sean Murphy, but I like Contreras
We
too.
did upgrade, but
Yeah, I
I
would
mean
say Will Smith should be number two, not JT Realmuto.
I agree. I think the 1, 2, 3 should be Contreras, Smith, Murphy. I don't and yeah, I get the Phillies are gonna probably be our toughest competitor in the NL East, but I really don't think that JT is an all-star. I mean, I could be wrong.
Not this year. He's not as good as he once was,
Correct. But
or at least he's not having the same year he
so we
once
pretty
did.
much agree at the catcher spot.
Yeah,
Probably replace Romuto with Will Smith and then move Romuto to 4 and move Sean Murphy to 3.
I'd be fine with even Realmuto at three, but
I mean the catcher spot is usually pretty self-explanatory.
I mean,
Don't
I
you?
feel like Murphy's doing pretty good for missing a good portion of the season, honestly.
Exactly. And as of a couple days ago, even though it closed, I mean Sean Murphy's votes are almost 400,000 less than Will Smith, which
hmm
is very odd to me that Braves fans aren't voting, but it's fine. Did I vote for him? No. But
It was almost 7,000. Looking at the numbers.
oh yeah, my bad. My bad. I get
700,000.
But all right, so catcher, we're pretty much the same. Now, National League first base.
This is where I completely think this is wrong.
I think mine what it would be if I had to do like a depth chart, I would go Freddie starting.
hmm
You're
I would
gonna
agree.
not like me for this. Pete Alonso
P.
in my
Alonso.
two.
The dude's been bad.
No, he hasn't.
Yes, he has.
No, he
He is
hasn't.
not the same Alonso.
Uh, this is my All Star game.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, first base. I want Freddie as my one. Pete Alonso is my two, and Matt Olson is my three. I think
Hmm.
Pete Alonso is my underdog. That's why I want him at two. Uh, we'll
No,
we'll get to
no.
the trade deadline stuff about Pete Alonso, but
Pete Alonso's
sir,
no.
let's hear it then,
All
Mister Keaton.
right,
Would
fine. Freddie would be number one, as I do believe he
okay?
should be number
I
one.
don't disagree with that.
I do have to give it to Harper. He's been good, but he's not the number one. So I'd put Harper at number two, and I
Okay,
would put Olson at number three.
okay. There's really no difference except for Uh,
Alonso shouldn't even be here. He's not an all-star anymore.
he's better than like he's better than 4 through 10. He's better than 4 through 10.
Oh,
But
I
all
can't
right,
say anything about that.
we disagree with Pete Alonso. I don't really disagree, but
Mm.
I think he should be in the talks. I don't know if he should be in the All Star game, but I do think he should be in the running for the All Star game. I think Matt
Yeah,
Olson should have more votes than this says.
he's had a pretty bad year, considering like the entire Braves have had an off year. It's been weird.
It has been weird. I do think it's like a team change. I mean, you did have one of the best players in MLB, and even on our on the Braves go down with
Yeah,
another ACL
both of them.
surgery.
We had Acuna and Strider.
Correct. So I do think there was kind of like a what is it? When you feel down, forgot what the word
Yeah,
is.
maybe a little bit.
I think a little bit, but I think we're catching some wind. Catching that the winning
I
category.
hope it looks like it. We're starting to look like the old team again.
Exactly. But
So second base for National League.
oh, easy. Uh,
Go
let me
ahead.
pull this list.
You said
Luis.
easy.
I like
Go.
the Luis Ariza too. I like that. I want to put Ozzy at 3, and Bryson Stott is my 1.
I have to be completely honest. I've actually not kept up with the second baseman, and I don't know how these guys are doing. I know Luis Ariz is having a good batting average, so I'd probably put him at number
Well, I
one.
guess Kittel is also playing really good, so now I just make myself feel dumb at that point. But I
Uh,
think Kittel, I think Bryson should be a starter. I'm
no,
not a Bryce fan, so it hurts.
no.
I'm putting him. I do. I think Bryson deserves.
Look, if the Phillies have like a solid enough player, I'm not against him being number one. Harper should not be number one. It should be Freddie.
No, I totally agree with that. I think
Um,
Freddie is running for MVP right now. So,
Stotts. No, he's not.
well, I guess
No, he's not.
Harper's running for MVP. So, I guess putting him in that category would be a little ambitious.
I'd probably say Luis Ariz at number one, honestly, for me.
I agree. I wouldn't disagree with that. I mean,
Yeah.
Lisa Rise is doing really well. He's on that Tony Gwynn grind.
Yeah.
All get
He's
base
got the
hit.
batting average.
He's got the batting average. I think what him and Steven Kwan are going for that 400 batting average.
I think so. Yeah. Seems like it.
We'll see. I think Ozzy's catching better hitting at the plate that I've seen uh,
Yeah.
over the last couple. So we will see at second base. I think for me, second base is a toss up because it's kind of like really a toss up because I see Nolan Gorman, I see Gavin Lux
Hmm.
there.
Yeah, they're way too far
Even
down.
Bryce Terang has
No.
been fairly decent. So uh I don't think Nico
No.
or Strada are gonna make it unless they make it because their team sucks so bad. I but I think like Cubs wise, it's probably gonna be realistically, it's probably gonna be Justin Steele if I had to pick an
I could see
all-star
that.
for the Cubs. And if I had to pick a second one, I mean Cody Bellinger maybe. I mean, you know what my pick would be if it was
Yeah,
real.
Dansby's not making it.
Dan's probably not gonna make it this year, which is
He's just
disappointing.
not.
He's not having
He's
a year of
he's not even in the
great.
top 10.
No, he's not. It's because people don't vote for him. It's okay. But third base,
uh
moving down to third base, I think it's pretty self-explanatory because I like the way that it sits. I mean, Alec Baum deserves starting. I get he's a
See, I
Philly.
just don't like Alec Bohm that much. I don't feel like he's doing that good.
He's doing better than almost everyone on that list. Besides, I like Joey Ortiz from the Brewers. Um,
The problem is I don't like the top two. I don't like Alec Bohm or Machado. But Riley doesn't deserve the starting spot this year, unfortunately,
personally or player wise.
player wise.
Okay,
I don't like those two that much, but Riley doesn't deserve it. Arenado doesn't deserve it. Chapman doesn't deserve it.
I
Muncy
think
doesn't deserve it. The big three, I would say, don't deserve it.
But again, we all know the All-Star game is popularity anyway. But I do
It's
think
just the
Joey.
Phillies.
I think Joey Ortiz deserves it because what he's top two in Rookie of the Year right now. So I do think he deserves it.
Yeah.
As a Braves fan, Riley deserves it. I mean, him and
I can't even put.
Kelenic carried the team.
I
So
guess I'd put Machado at number one. I don't know. I just don't think Bohm's all that great.
I mean, I can't. I mean, I would do Bohm, Ortiz, Riley. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, maybe.
I
Shortstop
mean,
is pretty easy.
yeah, shortstop's easy. That's I
This
top three. I think
top three, I agree with Mookie, Trey, and Ellie De La Cruz. Completely agree with that.
I think Mason Wynn should be higher than he is.
No,
Yes,
no, he's not there yet.
yes, he is. I do. He's an all-star. I just don't think he's a starter. But I do think he deserves being higher than Francisco Lindor and Kim.
No, Lindor's had a good year.
He has, but not all-star.
Adames has had a good year. Arcia is high. I'm kind of surprised at that. Well, he's making good defensive plays.
Exactly. He's more defensive. That's why people want him in the all-star.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
I think
So the
Ellie
D,
popularity vote right now. I mean, yes, Ellie is super. I mean, amazing athlete. Like
I would agree with that.
I think Ellie is popularity vote. I do think. See, like me, I would go Mookie, Turner, Adames.
Yeah, I can see that too now.
I mean, those would be my
But
top.
even Adames isn't having as good of a year as he once had.
Yeah, but he's having better year than Ellie. That's why I would put him above Ellie.
No, he's not. Ellie's having a crazy year right now.
Well, I don't pay attention to the NL Central except for the Super Bowl, so that's
Your
probably
team
why.
is in the NL Central.
Exactly. But yeah, we'll just have to see. I know they're announcing it around I don't know 6 o'clock Central, so I don't know what that puts it in our time, which would be
That'd be 7 o'clock Eastern.
7 o'clock Eastern. So we'll see going into phase two. I wish they would just do one phase and then
Yeah,
do it that
right.
way, but it's fine. Designated hitter.
DH actually threw me off because I forgot about Shohei.
Correct. I think it should go Ozuna, Otani, Alec Burrows.
So I like
Done.
Burrow. What? No. He
Correct.
just messed everything up.
Not in. No, you know what? I kind of agree with the top three. I would just put
I agree with the top
Marcel.
three actually.
I think I would put Marcel over Otani, but Otani is amazing, one of the best athletes.
I was gonna say I forgot about Shohei somehow. So you're
Forget about the $700 million man. Yeah, that's the first thing
yeah,
to forget.
you can't really compete with him. So I agree with the top three with it being Shohei, Azuna, and Kyle Schwarber as the top three.
I agree there. And then outfielders, I think what starters are what top five. I think that's how they do starters. I have no clue. But I would probably do
Jerks and Profar is number one.
uh correct, sir.
Well, Tatis won't make it. He's down in the IL for a little bit.
Yeah, it depends on how voting. Well, the All-Star game's not for another couple weeks anyway. So even if he would still make it, I think that uh I think Kelenic should be higher. That's just my opinion.
Kalanick might rise because this is a little outdated. Remember that.
Yeah, just a little bit though.
Yeah.
I mean, the votes are still. I
I feel
mean,
like the Phillies are too hyped up this year.
but Brandon Marsh is doing fairly well, so I see why he's. And Nick
Plus,
Castellanos
yeah,
has like fans anyway, so I get
that's
why.
true.
I think Profar's just having a really, I mean, a career year this year.
Yeah.
I think Yelich is always going to have that vote popularity, and he's having I think, a really good year this year.
Yelich is back, I will say. He's finally
Yeah,
gotten back to
and
his
then
old.
I mean, Tatis is back. Steroids is back. So,
Maybe, maybe not.
but I think NL, I kind of like the top four. I mean,
Yeah,
I
I would
think
go with it.
I think Kalanick should be higher. I would say Michael Harris, but Michael Harris hasn't done the greatest this season.
No.
I think he's done average.
Yeah.
Yeah, Johan Rojas is 7.
That's what I'm looking
That's
at. It's
a
like
bit
5, 6, 7 are just Phillies. It's like, really?
right. Look, I think Jackson Merrill should be higher than that. I think Merrill should be higher. I think Andy
You have
Pott
a lot of
higher.
you have to like the rookies.
Correct.
No, I'm not
The
sending those
All-Star
guys.
game.
They're not quite there yet.
But yeah, I think we probably agree with this list of
Yeah, I would agree with
one,
that.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. AL, I think it's kind of. I think AL's pretty straight across the board. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
looking
AL, I
at
agree with the
catchers.
catching again.
I think, yeah, I'm pretty agree with it.
Adley should be number
I
one.
think Yanni or Diaz should be higher. Um,
Well, yeah,
I think he should be at 3.
you're watching. I don't know. I personally agree with the top three, with it being Adley Rutschman, Salvador Perez, and Jose Trevino.
I mean, I'm not disagreeing with that. I just say that Yanni or Diaz should be in the conversation.
Oh, he's in the conversation. He's number five.
Yeah, I guess he is. I guess anything past 5 isn't, but I do think he should be higher.
Yeah,
AL, I think AL first base. I think you know what? I'm gonna leave it the same.
I'd put Vladdy over Ryan Mountcastle.
I don't think it's really gonna matter because you see the vote difference.
Yeah, that's
Not
true.
even that much of a vote difference.
That's true.
So, and this was, a couple days old, and he's kind of went off the
Oh,
last couple days. So he could more than likely he's number one if you put it that way.
yeah.
Second base,
See, AL is so much easier.
exactly because
There's
they're
not as
kind
many
of all in the
stars.
order. Oh my, Von Grissom needs to be higher.
I can't even believe Vaughn Grissom made the list. Came in
Von
a
Grissom has
solid
sense. He
10
carried the
with
Braves.
100,000.
He carried the Braves during a World Series run.
He had like one home
Then we,
run. That was the most exciting. He wasn't even on the team with the World Series.
I know, I just like Von Grissom. So, but yeah, I think AL second base. I think that's pretty much
Yeah, I
the
think
same. I
Altuve
know. I have
should be
no.
number
I
one.
think
Simeon and then
yeah.
Mateo. Yeah, I agree.
I think Michael Massey should be higher, but that's
Eh.
bias. Third
Number,
base. Oh,
I
go
would
ahead.
say, yeah, I would say it's accurate. I would say Jose Ramirez should be number one. I would think Rafael Devers should be number two.
Agreed. Agreed.
I would, and then yeah, I guess Westberg be number three
Yeah. I mean,
because everybody else isn't all that great.
not this season. I think Royce
No,
Lewis is picking it up, so I do think he should go.
Royce Lewis is young, so he could turn it around.
Exactly. I think he's going to make the All Star. I really
Uh,
think. I think he's going to make the All Star game, but not a starter.
yeah, I don't know if he's gonna make it this year.
Well, who else would? Oh, dang, they have Carlos Correa. Forgot about that. Well, that sucks. Totally forgot they had Carlos, and Carlos is kind of going kind of nuts. So, and then
He's
shorts.
shortstop. I 100% agree with Gunnar Henderson being number one,
Yep.
Bobby Witt being two. I would switch Seager and Volpe, but otherwise, I think everything's pretty good.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you on that. I would switch Seager and Volpe, but I pretty much agree across the board. I think it's.
Yeah,
I think that one's not as biased. I think American League's not very biased. I think,
American League's easy.
and then designated hitter,
Alvarez, yeah,
okay.
Jordan Alvarez, yeah,
I
Giancarlo.
don't
Yeah,
know.
I agree with this.
I think David Fry should be higher.
I
Just
think he's. I think it's good where he's at. Honestly,
I don't know. I kind of like David Fry too, but that's just me. And then outfielders,
I agree. The top three should be Judge, Soto,
yeah,
Tucker. Yeah, honestly, I agree with that entire outfit.
yeah, I agree with it too. Looking at, I think, in my opinion, I don't know if you agree, but I do think Stephen Kwan should be higher.
No, Quan should not be just because he's got a 400 batting average nearly. I don't. He's not better than Judge, Soto, or Tucker.
I guess so.
Like
Well,
I think he's.
I guess you have Aaron Judge. He
Quite
just
frankly, I think
first
Santander is
player
a
to
little too high.
Soto is.
Santander.
Oh, Santander. My bad.
I would say. I
Soto.
would probably put Verdugo there.
I wouldn't disagree with that. Yeah, I kind of like that move actually, but you know, we don't make the decision.
No, we do not.
But that's pretty much our kind of just breakdown of who we think is going to be starters. Again, they pick it tonight, but now we can talk about since this will go out, we'll see
Monday.
about. Yeah, I know it goes out Monday, but it'll go out a little bit. But let's talk about our trade thoughts since it is getting into July. We're getting into teams start shopping. Teams start shopping probably all year, but no one really sees anything till the deadline.
Yeah.
But
Um,
I guess we can just go by like what we've seen. I mean, I think the top two players that are on the trade block are Luis Robert, Kopech, and I think to me those are the two top guys that I see
mhm.
that are gonna get uh, a big amount, a blockbuster trade, if you will. Um, but I don't know. I think
I don't
Kopech.
think Kopech's not going to be a blockbuster.
I don't.
Luis Ro- Luis Robert, yeah, he will be.
I think they're gonna get a bag for him. I think lots of draft picks. Uh,
No, I think prospects. I
I
think
think
he goes to
prospects,
Seattle.
draft picks. I
I think
I think a little bit of both because they're
I
not
think
gonna want to give
eh,
up their whole future for it.
yeah, I could see that. I think Mariners are going to swing the deal for him.
I saw a lot of rumors about the Mariners, and I kind of agree with it. They're trying to go on
Yeah,
the playoff. I think they're trying to go on that playoff run.
yeah.
It's
Seattle would make
their
sense.
buyers right now.
That'd be good.
I think the Astros. Well, the Astros don't really need an outfield, do they?
I think Astros get Pete Alonso.
Yes, I think we've been talking about that pretty much. I think Pete Alonso's on the trade block. I think
hmm
Mets fans are going to be quite angry. As Braves,
And
are
you
going
can't
to be.
ever please the Mets fans.
No, you can't. You make a good move, they're happy. You make a okay move, they're not happy. You know,
Although
it says Braves
spent
fan.
eight, they spent 86 million on two 40-year-old pitchers the past 2 years. So wasn't the
Correct.
smartest moves.
No, definitely not the smartest move. But yeah, I do think Luis is probably going to get traded for a lot.
hmm
Kopech's going to get a decent amount just because he's a good pitcher and he's going to add to someone's bullpen.
Yeah.
As a Braves fan, I would like them to go after him. Um,
If you ever hear a rumor that the Braves are going after him, we're not going after him.
agreed. As anyone knows, if
Yeah.
we're going after somebody, aka the Braves, we are not
hmm
getting them.
Yeah.
Like Jared Kelenic. Who in the world thought the Braves were going after Jared Kelenic?
I think the only time it actually came out where like the rumor was a possibility was with Olson
Correct.
and
But
Murphy.
everyone knew. But everyone knew we were going after both of them.
Yeah.
Like they publicly came out about it that we were going after them. So to
Yeah.
me, we already knew that they were technically on the team. They were probably in Atlanta, just sitting on the couch waiting for the deal to go through.
Yeah.
Whereas Kellenick was probably sitting in Seattle getting ready for a game, and out of the blue, the
That was a
Braves.
good move.
Yeah,
And then Chris Sale, man, that was a great move.
I think that was a great move. I was a little iffy on that move due to
Yeah, no,
some
that
injuries
was
in the past years,
that was a
but
good move.
yeah, definitely
Trying to
great.
think, honestly, anybody like Garrett Crochet, I could see him getting traded.
I could see it, and I could not see it because, like, I do think the White Sox are sellers this year in the trade market.
Yeah.
I don't know how much of a seller. I
They
think.
said last year anybody's on the block.
I guess I missed that. I know they were bad. I know they're in a rebuilding, so I think they're gonna go after like what you said, prospects, just
Yeah.
because they want to build their farm system for two, three
Yeah.
down the road, like
It's weird how
what the
theirs
Orioles did. I
yeah,
mean,
because
the Orioles got
it
tanked so much they got Rutschman, Cowser,
it
Gunnar.
looked like the White Sox were going to be the Braves of the American League because they
Correct,
started extending everybody to these big deals, and then it just never worked out, unfortunately.
right?
Yeah.
But that's pretty much it for this week. We just want to jump on, kind of just talk for a
Yeah,
little bit, not too much.
nothing
Um,
crazy.
me, I do want to do like kind of like a draft episode, so we'll kind of talk about that later. But yeah, if y'all have anything for us, kind of just leave comment for YouTube wise, kind of just leave comments. We'll answer those.
Yep.
And then Spotify wise, I'll try and figure out how to put Q&A. I think there's Q&A on there. So any questions y'all need. But yeah, we'll get another episode out pretty soon. I'm lining up athletes. I think Keaton's gonna reach out to a couple this week.
Yeah, I
It's
should
just
be.
been it's just been slow with how busy we've been,
Yeah,
but we are sorry we didn't get one out last week. Uh, we kind of forgot, and then we were like, "Well, we
we've
got
been busy. We've
we've
been
been
busy.
busy." Yeah, nothing too much in baseball this week. No,
Mm-mm.
nothing that much. I mean, we can go
Uh,
over the MLB standings real quick and see, but I don't think it's pretty much not changed.
nope, it hasn't, unfortunately.
No, I don't even think we need to go over. I don't think it's been. Yeah, it's pretty much not the same.
Nope.
But let me pull up the verse of the day, and then we'll call it a day.
You want me to go? I have a verse.
That's fine. Yeah, that's
Okay,
fine.
yeah.
You can do it this week, and then I'll do it. I'll do it next.
Yeah, okay, sounds good. So I have Matthew 7:12. So in
Okay,
everything, do to others what you would have them do to you. For this sums up the law and the prophets.
that's pretty much self-explanatory. Treat others how
Yeah.
you want to be treated. I mean, you learn that since you're just small. That's what your parents teach you ever since you're small. Treat others the way you want to be treated. That's a good one for today. But yeah, I guess we'll both kind of just say a small prayer and then end it off. But yeah, all right, dear God, thank you for this day. Thank you for having me and Keaton take the chance to talk a little baseball this week. And then we'll give us the energy to keep this going. Even though if anyone watches, no one watches. Do it for you, and maybe create a blockbuster trade. That would be kind of good for the channel. Thank you, and amen.
I, I can't say it any better. Amen.
Amen. All right, cool. We'll end it right there. See y'all on the next episode.